why the children say they bluff you when they come in, they make paper. Blessings on blessings on blessings. Over you shower your blessings. Down to the Jawana. No gonna way I can get it. Sorry. I was spoiled too far.
We came a little late today. Okay? So we will continue our program here. We will continue. Welcome to the program. Platform for Education. Today is the 22nd day of November. Today is Friday. Okay? We started our discussion on venereal diseases yesterday. We were talking about every sickness that do human being on this earth, all mankind. You are either infected with one of these organisms. It could be a bacteria, it could be a fungus, it could be a parasite, it could be a virus, it could be a growth. It could be one of those. That's the whole reason that we went to school in the field of medicine, to know the different character of these diseases, of these causative agents. So I'm just giving you an idea when you go to the hospital, in case they tell you, say, oh, you are you have a sickness, so thing happened to you. So at least you have an idea what is wrong with you and what could be the cause. So at least you are not completely blind about your own sickness. Okay, that's why I'm giving you these information. Okay, so I want you to share the video here. Okay, and so that we can start a discussion. Okay, so that's what we are talking about. Please share the video. Please share the video. Okay, we were talking about venereal diseases. So yesterday we talked about gram-positive bacteria. Gram-positive, we talk about gram-positive bacteria, a little bit of that. Then we talk about papilloma virus, which is common among the teenagers when they're ready to get to high school. And you should do that, and you should make sure that you take those children to the hospital, let them find that, let them check them out before you take them to school. Okay, so your host today is Demons Kaklape. See my name right there. So as we continue this discussion, I will put my phone number. You got some problem or you got some little question you want to ask, then you call me at that number. Okay, call me at that number. So that's what we're discussing today. Venereal diseases. Disease that you get from sexual intercourse. Sexual intercourse, sex in different forms. Sex in oral area, sex in vaginal area, sex in anus area, and all the kind of thing. And that's how people try diseases all around. Okay, one who want to be the giant in the town, the more beautiful man, the more beautiful woman in the town, the more handsome man in the town. You know, these are the people that carry many of these diseases. Be careful, but as we discuss it, all right? Now we talk about, today we're talking about bacteria. Now, there are certain things we do in the hospital to differentiate what kind of bacteria doing what kind of disease, all right? When we take the specimen and we know that it may either be one of the bacteria infection, we will differentiate that bacteria by doing what we call ground staining. If you ground stain the bacteria and that bacteria on the ground stain, it can be visible by ground stain that's positive bacteria. It's what we call gram-positive bacteria, okay? And those gram-positive bacteria are the ones sometimes you sick, and when you go to the hospital, they ask you, what happened? They look at your tonsil, they say, oh, it's a strep throat, okay? Strep throat. Anytime you hear the doctor saying, oh, strep throat, is a gram-positive bacteria may be causing that, okay? You see staphylococcus, pneumonia, those things that cause pneumonia cases, staph infection. You see that kind of thing? Now, if you get to know these things, oh, I went to the hospital to say I got a strep throat. Oh, somebody will say, oh yeah, strep throat. Then when the doctor says strep throat, and he will know exactly that strep throat is caused by gram-positive bacteria, and there are certain amount of antibiotic that we gave that is effective against strep throat. You see that? So we narrow all our search on one thing, then we know where to hit. So we differentiate between the bacteria, and we found out that it's a gram-positive bacteria. Then we found out that their character, the gram-positive bacteria character, this is what they do. So in that way, we know what medicine to give you to get killed. Okay? There are nothing that can go wrong that you cannot cure. You can always cure it if you go early. That's why we say preventive medicine is much better than curative medicine. You see, preventive medicine most of the time do not fail, but curative medicine most of the time fail, because curative medicine would mean that you sit down until the disease get all on top of your head. Then you come to the hospital now to come get yourself cured. At that time, it's late. You see? But when you come to preventive medicine, we catch the cancer at the earliest stage. We got it all. We catch the abscess. You were forming abscess on the leg. We catch it at the earlier time. It's off. You see? So those are the things we're talking about. Today, we talk about gram-positive bacteria. Gram-positive bacteria is not that many. You just have it's just few. It will cause pneumonia here. It will cause or this there. It will cause like strep throat here and other things. It will cause like pus. You got what you call what you got abscess and other things like that. It will cause that. But the gram negative, they are around us. You hear the word E. coli. You hear the word chlamydia. You hear the word gonorrhea. Okay? These are all gram-negative bacteria is all around. That's the bacteria that when you stain it, it will not stain. If it not stain, that means it cannot be differentiated. So it is negative to the gram stain. So we call it gram-negative bacteria. You see that? Okay, that's how we differentiate these bacteria. So this is what we're talking about. Majority of us, when you in medical school, these are little things. These are some of the things you go. You doing microbiology. You will go in deep in this kind of thing. But when I come on some platform like this, is to just give you an idea when you go to the hospital sometime what to expect, or when you hear some of these things the doctor talk to you, like at least you have an idea. At least you know what kind of antibiotic they're giving you. At least you know why they're giving you that antibiotic and something like that. That's what we're talking about. So gram-negative bacteria is all around us. Okay, it causes pneumonia. It causes gonorrhea. It causes we call that E. coli. Sometimes you see the fresh green. People pick it up and they don't wash their hand and other things like that. They get that. Okay, and you see chlamydia. People go and lie down with the girl who got this thing, and it pass it on to you through sex. People who have oral sex and all that, you see that and you pass it on to them and all that kind of thing. You have a gonorrhea case, most of the time it sweat the man penis. The penis is swelling after just 2 days after having sex with a particular person. Your legs, your penis is swelling. If it's swelling, then you start having what? What are you having? You're having pus leaking from the penis. Okay, that's why we always say, and you want to be promiscuous. Promiscuous means you're sleeping with everybody. You want to be everybody man, or you want to be everybody woman, try to protect yourself. Go with some protection. Use a condom one way or another to protect yourself. Somebody who has the disease will not pass it on to you. You will be protected. Even the people who are prostitutes, they are always protected because they are well known. They go to the doctor often and then check themselves. Okay? They know what they're doing. You see? But those are all who are not prostitutes. Then we say we all go that way. We go behind the door. We go at night. We go behind these people. We are the one that spread these venereal diseases around. We got 2, 3, 5 girls. If you go, you got 2, 3, 5 girls. In 2 days, you slept with 4 girls, and the next day, your penis is swollen. You having pulse leaking from that. You go to pee, you can't pee. You crying, you screaming because they're all inside your penis. Inside it has swollen. You have developed what we call inflammation of the lining of the urethra. Okay, so when the pee coming down there is hell and back, you screaming. All right, when you go to low, you got all the pores coming, and the pores coming is offensive smelling. All right, you see that? So you go to the hospital, and venereal disease, we don't treat one person. We do not treat one person with venereal disease. We always treat the person, your partner, your sexual partner will be number one. If that sexual partner got another sexual partner, we bring every one of you. Because we're trying to help the world. We're trying to help everybody to live free, to be good, to be healthy. Okay? So we try to treat the particular person that brought the complaint and the other person that friendly with that person. We treat you guys. Okay? That's what we always like to do. You got that gonorrhea? Is caused by gram-negative bacteria. Okay, gram-negative bacteria, there are a lot of antibiotics for it. The doctor would know. So you will know something like that. Many people do not know that side, but at least you got an idea that this bacteria that I got gonorrhea, I got chlamydia, okay? So I got E. coli infection. This is what we call, what the doctor called gram-negative bacterial infection, and they will give me something like penicillin. They will give me cephalosporin and all those kind of things. They will give you those kind of medicine to they will give you something like gentamicin, all the things like that. All the you know, and gram, when they say broad spectrum antibiotic, you hear anytime you hear, oh, get a man broad spectrum. So that means the doctor say, well, you know what? Water is a gram negative or gram positive. This antibiotic is effective on both of them. So let me just start treating you with broad spectrum antibiotic before I can do the test. You see that? So in that way, the doctor cover both sides. But he knows that it is a bacterial infection. But he does not know which one. Is it a gram negative or a positive? But he doesn't want to go into that. He will give you, he will treat you with what we call broad spectrum antibiotic. Okay? He treats you with broad spectrum antibiotic that is against gram negative, gram positive. You see that? That's how the doctor will do. That's what most of the doctor will do. You see, these guys we went to school, we stay in school for a long time. It is not easy to get there, but when you get there, when you learn it, and you start treating people, what is the education? If you are educated, and then if you are educated, you do not help somebody to improve their living standard from what you learn. What is it? Did you go to school? What did you go to school for then? Like they always told you, most of the people who gave people money to go to school, they ask you, what are you going to school for? I'm going to school for medicine. Okay, fine. Suppose you finish the school, suppose you go to school for medicine and you graduate. What are you going to do? You know what they're expecting you to say? They're expecting you to say, I'm going to go back to my community. I'm going to go back to my country to become health minister so that I will know from each county, all right? I will know from each county what are the diseases in each county. So if I get to know, like in Bond County, I got the same statistic. There are a whole lot of gonorrhea cases over there. So when I get the drug now, I will send more of penicillin in our area. I'm going to send penicillin in our area. Now I got to know now from Sino, a whole lot of typhoid fever are coming from Grand Jita. I'm going to concentrate over there with chloramphenicol or Cipro. So I'm going to send the medicine to the place because we're trying to kill the people from there. Okay? Then I got to know now in Lofa there are a whole lot of people there with malaria. So that's why when you are health minister, if the way I understand it, the way we want to do it, the way we have done it in this country, you are a health minister. You want to know, you want to keep track on the health of the people. You want to know how many malaria cases that we have seen in any of those counties. The one that can hire, you send more chloroquine there. All right. Don't send drug into the county that the people do not need. Then later on, that drug become a pharmacy for the nurses. It become a pharmacy for the doctor in their own home. That's not what you want to do. That's not what you want to do. That's why sometimes in the developing world, when we get the nurses got a pharmacy, the doctor got pharmacy, they got everything into their own home. Because why? The health ministry just continuing to send whole lot of medicine to these places here, and send whole lot of medicine to these places without finding out why they're sending the medicine. Without finding out why they're sending the medicine. You see? So that's not the right way to do it. You see? You get a statistic. Get a statistic, we know. Because people, every country is most of the country in the world have what we call open door policy, especially on the continent of Africa. Let me put it together. Liberia, you got people coming from Guinea, from the north. Got people coming from the east, Ivory Coast. You got people coming from the west, Sierra Leone. Okay, so people coming, we are not taking note on all the kind of things. Immigration, we just want to see that somebody coming and you're not bringing anything back to the country. That's it. But that person, whether he had gonorrhea, do you know that? No, you don't know that. So people come with this and they travel to all part of the country. So as we in the health ministry, we try to take record on. We go into Sino County, we go into Grand Jida, we go into Maryland County, we go into Lrtn, Bon, Nima, and take the statistic. How many young girl that you saw in your clinic this month that were pregnant? Okay, how many young men that you saw in the clinic that come with gonorrhea case? How many young person that you saw come with asthma case? How many young person that you saw come with Asian fish? How many young person that you saw come with coughing, pneumonia, smoker cough, and all that kind of thing? You see, how many young people, how many older people you see that come with high blood pressure? We take this statistic from all the country. At the end of the month, we want that statistic being sent to us by our medical director in those counties, in those county capital city. Okay, you send that to us. Now we look at these things. Okay, we look at these things. Then we say, okay, from Nima, they are saying that there are a whole lot of older people here got high blood pressure. There are few people here just got malaria cases. But the typhoid is more. But the gonorrhea is too much. Okay, then we know what kind of medicine to send to Nima. We are not just going to send, because malaria is just few. But why should you send too much of chloroquine to Nima when you only see 10 cases of malaria cases? Okay? You just got 10 cases from Nima of malaria. So don't send that much chloroquine over there. Concentrate on typhoid. Concentrate on gonorrhea. Okay? You send antibiotic over there to get rid of that. If the following year it continue, then you send your environmental health and go down there. We want to, differentiate. We want to paint at the cause. Who are the people that coming into this place here that got this much? Who are the people that come to the clinic and say they got gonorrhea and you're diagnosed them with gonorrhea? Look, you involved in this. Okay, fine, no problem. Who your partner? We start bringing the partner. You see, in other words, we will get the partner and we will treat every one of them. Everybody become all right. So this is how we will do it. In that way, we are not going to increase people having private clinic in their houses, because we're sending medicine only based on the statistic you send to us. If your county is all right, you don't send any statistics, it means nothing going wrong in your county. So we're not going to send medicine. You see? But we are going to get statistics from you based on who you see. When you see you should have your peace clinic, children clinic. You should have adult clinic. Okay, so in that way, you are going to go there, you're going to look for any type of fever, you are going to look for malaria cases and other things like that. You are going to have what we call OB clinic, pregnant women clinic. You're going to let us know how many pregnant people you saw during this whole month. You're going to let us know because the pregnant people medicine, we know it already. So when you tell us that you saw X amount of pregnant women in your clinic, we will try to give you the medicine to fit that particular number of people. You see, you got to have this particular type of clinic. You are doing surgery, you want to know how many hernia rapid that you did, how many hernia repair did you do. Okay, you are a surgeon. We want to know how many cesarean section you did, how many young girl that came and got pregnant. They were about to deliver, but they could not deliver by themselves because of some other complication that you could not sit and you will have to do cesarean section. How many cesarean section cases you are done during this month? You give her that. Then we know what kind of suture to give you, how many suture to give you, how many operating material, equipment, gauze, and suture, and anesthetic to give you in order. We'll put comparison and give it to you because we know what you are doing in the country. You see? But if you don't tell all these things, how are we going to know what going on in the country? You see, this is what we call good government. This is the type of government we want in Liberia. In that way, the people in Nimba, they will say, yeah, we know. We got good hospital here. We don't need to go to Monrovia to hospital because our doctors are here. When you go there, they got medicine in the hospital. We'll always have medicine in the hospital. We will always have medicine in the hospital because we're giving the medicine based on what the doctor is seeing, is looking at in the people. What the doctor looking at, that's how we're giving the medicine. That is good government. That is good government. The people are taking part in their own government. Now the superintendent in the place, he go there and check, and all the local government officials, they will not go anywhere. They all will go to that hospital for annual physical examination. That's how it will be. So the superintendent go and check himself. Whether he check himself because he's the older man, he want to know whether his prostate is working all right. He want to know whether or not when he toilet there are no black, not black or anything like that. Because when you come to an old age, let's say 40, 50, we start checking because those are the ages at which bigger people develop complications. All right, we will start checking on this. You see people who drinking too much, when they come, their stomach become big, but they say they person drink too much. Do you know why the stomach is big like that? Maybe this man has developed cirrhosis of the liver. So we got to check on that. That is in the county, and the doctors there are working on these things and to get to tell one by one what cases are they, diagnosing in this area. You see? Thereby, it will know that you are doing, a medical director is doing very well in the country. We try to send sophisticated machine of testing so that the laboratory will be equipped. Even though we will send lab, we will make sure that the hospital has a lab. Okay, we make sure the hospital has a surgeon. We make sure that the hospital has primary care physician. We know that the hospital has nurses, and the hospital has physician assistant who are assigned into the rural town. When they see and when there is something wrong, they send that patient straight to the county seat, to Vonjima. Okay? But the physician assistant, are in the bush, in the town. In that town, that's a clinic. In that town is an elementary school. In that town, we have a well. We have a public toilet that people go to because the physician assistant become like a president in that village. He want to keep a track because you don't want to be in a place as a physician assistant. You see a lot of people getting sick. No. What do? You are going to be in that town as an environmental health. You are going to be in that town as a doctor. You are going to be in that town to make sure that your children are well, to make sure that the pregnant girls are taking good treatment, to make sure that the people, nobody die because of pregnancy or delivery early, or anything like that. Okay? You are going to be in that town to check on all these things. If we know that you are doing well, we can come back and put 2 or 3 solar panels together for your town to have electricity. Okay? At that time, you will be having your PE clinics, children clinic. You go there, you vaccinate these children. You give them polio, okay? You give them BCG, you give them measles, you give them pneumonia, all these kind of things. You give them vaccine in the village. If you do that, we got a village well developed. You see, people want to live in our village. You can live in our village, your children go to school. It's very good because you got physician assistant there. And medicine is in that clinic. Because the physician assistant is doing the work, he's seeing patients, he's giving us exactly who he see, how many persons, how many of these cases he see, he send it to Banga. Then the medical director in Banga compile that and send it down there to Monrovia to us. Now we are sitting on the drug at the drug depot in JFK. We go there now, we're ready now to disperse drug to the county based on the statistic, based on what they're sending to us. This is how we want to maintain the health of the people. This is how we want to keep watch on the health of the people. That's how we want to do it. You see, if we don't do it this way, then we don't have an idea what's going on in our country. We don't have an idea. If we sit down, we just say there's an outbreak. When that happens, we will want to know exactly why the outbreak, where it came from, because we want to know. You see, but we can't sit down in Monrovia. Something when people are sitting in West Point, jumping together, lined, sleeping, snowing in one another's ears or nose and everything like that. They carry tuberculosis, TB all around everybody, coughing all on everybody. No, we don't want to do that. We do not want to do that because the health ministry is so important that the president of the nation will be looking at the health minister because he will say, look, you know what, that West Point is not the right place. I believe we should get the people from West Point, carry them behind Brewerville area. Is a big land. Let the government build houses, let's say public housing, and put those people in there and move this West Point. Like clear the West Point and build a dam so that the water cannot overflow. At the same time, when we build those places in Brewerville, the people will be living in one houses. It will be spatial. The air there is good, you know. So communication of diseases is less over there than when you stay in that West Point, in that ghetto area where everybody toileting, this and that, all on the beach. These are the things. The president keep low because he is interested in the health. Because if we get the health ministry this way organized, all our ministers, all our government officials, it will be written at the beginning of the year. All government workers, they come on a certain amount of floor in JFK. They all go there and get physical examination. Time can we say, okay, that the Ministry of Labor and Youth, let's say Ministry of Sport, all the people that work in Ministry of Sport, they come to the hospital, we get them physical examination. We check you. Based on your age, we know if we're supposed to be checking your prostate. Based on your age, we want to know if we are supposed to be checking your colon. Based on your age, we want to know whether we're checking for TB, you're developing TB, or you are being exposed to TB, or you have any coughing problem going on, or you have any venereal diseases I was discussing today, you have some you're carrying around with you. We will do all that on every ministry employee one by one. And that's going to be mandatory. Because if you're working in any of the places and you don't come, when your ministry, it is the time for your ministry to do a physical examination, and you don't go to the ministry, to the hospital to do that, they will hold your pay. It means that you don't want pay. Okay? They will hold your pay until you do your physical examination. You see? Everybody go there to do the physical examination. So when you come there, when we find anything on you, we will treat you. We will treat you and send you back. That's how we want to do it. Every government official. In this way, you will not see, oh, the president going to XYZ for treatment, or the minister going for XYZ. No. Everything is right there. You are not going nowhere for physical examination, or you are not going nowhere for any treatment, because we got everything lined up for you. We will test you, we will examine you from your hair string to your toenail. That's what we want to do. When we catch anything along that road, we will treat you right away. We will treat you. If there's something developing, we will get it. We will catch it quick. It will prolong your life. It will prolong your life. This is a good government. This is how we want to do it. Okay? This is how we want to do it. Health education, it means a whole lot of things. You see, when we help educating you, we want you to understand these are the things that we're talking about. These are the exact things that we want to talk about. So when we are telling you to, like we say, share, please share the video. Now I'm trying to share. Let me try to share right now. We know some of you are watching, but let me try to share right now. This is what we're talking about. If you miss this lecture, you know what? You can go back and watch it afterward. You can go back and watch it afterward. You see, this is what we're talking about. So for those of you who we just shared to you, we are discussing the second diseases, second of the diseases that cause people to get sick. We said people get sick because of bacterial infection, because of parasite, because of virus, because of fungus, because of growth, and and all that. So yesterday we talked about the virus, human papilloma virus that is prevalent in the young boys, young girls when they are entering high school. They in high school. That's the reason that we let them to go to the doctor to get their vaccine, because human papilloma virus can cause what we call cervical cancer in young girls, in young women, in early young girls coming up. Okay, that's why we like them to go to the hospital and get what we call their vaccine. Is they do the same thing around the boys also. The penis, they can develop any of those carcinoma, because this papilloma, this virus can cause what? What is a just cluster type of like a bomb. You see that growing on some people. It just cluster like that. But papilloma, human papilloma virus can be controlled. It cannot be killed. That's why you go and check it out. And you got it, they can control it so that it can't cause you more damage. We discussed that yesterday. We're discussing today bacteria. Now, bacteria, in order to discuss bacteria for you to understand, we divide bacteria into two categories. One bacteria is called gram-negative bacteria. One bacteria is called gram-positive bacteria. We talk about the gram-positive bacteria that can cause strep throat. You know that you say, oh, when I eat and I swallow, it hurt me. When I have a painful swallowing, that's strep throat. Okay, gram-positive bacteria can cause all that. Okay, you say I got staph infection. Okay, staph infection, pneumonia, and other things like that. Gram-positive bacteria can do that. Okay, in that way, there's a particular medicine in the hospital to call antibiotic. They can give it to you, but there are certain type of antibiotic that can work on gram-positive bacteria. Certain type of antibiotic can work on gram-negative bacteria. You understand that? Just so you have an idea. Okay, I'm not telling you here to become a doctor. I'm not trying to tell you to go, this is what you're gonna do. You go there and argue with nobody because you ain't know nothing about none yet. Okay, so I'm just telling you this is what we're talking about. Okay, so this is what we're talking about the venereal diseases. So today we are talking about the gram-negative bacteria that is so prevalent. It's so around. It causes gonorrhea. It causes gonorrhea. They cause syphilis. It causes E. coli. They are one of them. They call E. coli. They call this diarrhea and all that kind of thing. People in people and chlamydia. You may maybe hear about chlamydia. These are the gram-negative bacteria that can cause these things here. And we also know the certain type of antibiotics that are effective against these kind of bacteria. You understand? That's why I want you to just to have a hint of it whenever you go to the hospital. And on the venereal disease, we're talking about people who sleep with somebody in order to attract a disease from that person. And majority of the people that carry diseases to people or spread diseases from one person to the next. Look at the beautiful girls in town. Look at the handsome man in town. Okay? The beautiful girl in town, the handsome man in town, the rich man in town, the celebrity you got in town. We got some celebrity president. Oh yeah, because this person is a football player. Yeah, he this and that. Oh, don't mind it. These people are the one that carry these things. They harbor it. They got it in their body. They carry it because they see the young person. Because the young person come to them, they take advantage of that person right away. You see, these are the people. You see, when you see a very beautiful girl in town, you want to hang around. Be careful. When you see a very handsome man, very rich man, celebrity around town, and coming to around you, use a young girl, be very careful. These are the people who that carry the kind of thing. That's all you know. Okay? Just be careful right here. All right? Now the girl can have a gonorrhea. It will be like they say she don't have gonorrhea. Because it will not show. The sign and symptom will not show. Even she sleep with the girl, with the man for a whole month, it will not show. Until that gonorrhea enter the cervix, it get inside the tube, it swell up. Inside the lining of the tube swell up. You develop inflammation inside there. And when something swell up, it will start leaking water, right? Until that happens, that girl will tell you, says you don't have gonorrhea. Don't bring your foolishness to her. But by the time the man go with her today, the next day the man penis is swollen. The man penis is swollen because the inside lining of the penis is swollen. When that man want to pee, he will be screaming in the bathroom. He will be screaming to nothing else in the bathroom. You understand? That's why we cause that man to know, say, I went with that girl last night. Yesterday I went with that girl. Now look at my penis just itching and it's swollen, it's leaking water. Okay? You got to be careful. Just got to be careful. Okay? On the other hand, the man can have itchy fish. What can cause itchy fish? We call that trichomonas vaginitis. The man can have itchy fish. He carried that trichomonas parasite inside him. Okay? Then problem happen. He will give it to the girl. Once he give it to the girl, the next minute the girl having itchy fish. The itching right away. Itching the next day itching. You will say, oh, that you and I went all in, but look at how I itching like that. You will say, no, I don't have anything like that. Don't bring you trouble to me. You see? So this is why you got to understand. With the gonorrhea, the woman is a carrier. With the itchy feet, the man is a carrier. You see that? So you sleep with a woman, and when you the man, you sleep with a woman, and your penis swollen, that's the woman you may have gotten it from. Now you the woman, you slept with a man, and you go there having itchy feet, you may have gotten it from that man. You see, understand these things as you go along to do your little thing around. Okay, this is what we want to talk to you about. So we talk to you today about gram-negative bacteria. You understand that? That's what we're talking about. And we told you that if we were to be in the health ministry, all we could do in all the different counties was to say and call all our medical director and tell them, say, at the end of the month, we want statistics from each county. Statistics mean we want to know all the diseases that you've been treating, all the diagnoses that you've been giving. You've been treating people for asthma, you treated people for malaria, you treat people for gonorrhea, treat people for high blood pressure. You list all the how many high blood pressure you saw, how many gonorrhea you saw, how many typhoid you saw. You send that to all in the capital. When you send it to all, then we'll compare the medicine based on how many people you saw and give you that medicine. But we're not just going to take medicine and send it to you over there to be having clinic on your own. That's not what we want to do. That's not what we want to do. We want to make sure that medicine is there at all times. But medicine, it will be there at all times to treat the particular diseases. You see? So we will want statistics from all the county seats, come to all, before we can disperse medicine to the county. That's what we want to do. In that way, we know, we had an idea the kind of diseases that is too much in Liberia. So we'll know, because then we'll know that in Lofa, there are a lot of gonorrhea there. But in Nima, there are a lot of malaria than gonorrhea in Nima. So in that way, we want to be sending our environmental health to these countries to tell them how they can protect themselves, how they can prevent this kind of infection. That's how we want to be doing it. You see, if we have 2 million diarrhea cases, it means that the place is unsanitary. Our environmental health will go down there and try to tell the people how to build a toilet and how to dig a well to be having clean drinking water. You see, this is what we call good government. This is exactly what we call good government. The president will be in contact with the health ministry, the health minister very much in order to see the health of the people. The people will take part in the government. If the village is healthy, people want to live in the village. People want to live there. They will not want to come to Banga or they will not want to go to Monrovia. No. You got elementary school in the village. You got clinic in the village. Huh? You got a solar panel in the village. Okay? You got a public toilet in the village. You got well in the village. Okay? People are not going in the bush to toilet. So that means the infection of diarrhea is going to be reduced. Okay? People got drinking water, clean drinking water, you know. So, again, we are going to combat diarrhea cases. You see that kind of thing? So somebody come with malaria, we got the physician assistant right down sitting down there. He will treat the person. You will not bring the child anywhere there. You got drug right in the village. The village is livable. That's what we call a livable village. If that is the case, everything is right. Nobody will go anywhere for treatment. You got it right there. You can go and retire and lie down right there and you have no problem. You have no problem. This is how we want to talk about. Look at what we do in America. Look at that. You see, that's why we come to school. That's why we go to school. And you go to school, you learn these things. Go back, give it to your community. Go back and help your community. Let somebody be, you know, let somebody change their way of living. To improve, to know that and you get up and you want to eat, wash your hands. So let somebody get to know that. Let somebody get to know that when you sleep with so many persons, you can get venereal diseases. Let somebody get to know that. Then the country is educated. You see, the country is educated. We are educating the people from the grassroots, from the villages. You see, this is what we're talking about. Okay, for today, we came a little late and it is hopefully at the 20 or 19 minutes to 2. We will start this here. Tomorrow we will pick up parasite. What are the parasites and what do they do and what they do, what are their character? We'll be discussing parasite on Monday. Today is Friday. Okay? That's what we're gonna do. So we want you to understand that for right now, we did not take a break because we didn't want to get things like that. But for what I want you to do is I'm giving you let me give you my phone number here. Okay? And so that you can see if you got that's my phone number. You have some little problem, give me a call, okay? Give me a call. Give me a call. That's what we've been talking. This is platform for education, and we are on Liberian Radio and Television Network. We are broadcasting from Pennsylvania, United States of America, okay? This is Liberian Radio and Television Network. This is what we do to help educate. We see a little thing that we think you have not heard about it. We give it to you so that you hear it. You see, these are the kind of way that you can learn the way this is how our country should be. If our country is the way I'm telling you, you will go back home and retire and just lie down there, because you know at the village level you will have healthcare delivery system at the utmost best. Okay, so you have anything to do, call me for right now. All right, call me right now. Let me take a little break while you're getting ready. Okay, let me take a little break while you're getting ready. Okay now.
Considerations in advanced prostate cancer. Prostate cancer is the most commonly diagnosed cancer among men in the United States, excluding certain skin cancers. A common misperception about prostate cancer is that it is rarely fatal. In fact, it is the second leading cause of cancer-related death among men in the United States. While it is true that prostate cancer is largely curable when diagnosed and treated early, patients with advanced prostate cancer have a less favorable prognosis. Advanced prostate cancer is defined as cancer that has spread beyond the original tumor. The most recent statistics estimate that 3 out of 10 men are still alive 5 years after being diagnosed with advanced prostate cancer. Male hormones, such as testosterone, cause prostate cancer to grow and survive. Early treatments for prostate cancer attempt to lower levels of testosterone in the body. This is known as hormone therapy. However, prostate cancer tumors may eventually begin to grow again, even though levels of testosterone in the body are low. At this point, the cancer is considered to be advanced. Researchers are studying why this occurs to gain a better understanding of how to develop treatments for prostate cancer. Talk to your doctor about questions you may have about advanced prostate cancer. Recent basic science and medical evidence suggest that one possible reason that tumors continue to grow is that they become extremely sensitive to the low levels of testosterone that surround them. In this way, tumors can grow even though there are extremely low levels of testosterone in the bloodstream. Additionally, studies done in both animals and humans show that the tumor may begin to produce its own supply of testosterone. This means the tumor is capable of fueling its own growth. In other words, in advanced prostate cancer, there is evidence to suggest that the tumor may be providing its own testosterone so that it can grow without depending on other sources of testosterone production. Talk to your doctor about new information regarding advanced prostate cancer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Sorry for that. Okay, we are back. Sorry for that. We were asking to find out if you have uh, any any uh, any question so that you know we can get to do something about that. All right. So, like I said, today we just discuss of venereal diseases, and especially uh, we talk about gram-negative bacteria. So we'll be talking next week about parasite. Okay. So we want you to understand that. Okay. So today we are done for today. If you did not get to call me, maybe you'll call me Monday morning. Okay. That's what we're going to do. We thank you very much for listening. Later on, you can watch the show. Okay, you can watch the show later on. Okay, we thank you. Other than that, your host has been Demons Kakula Pay in reporting to you or educating you on some uh, health importance. Okay, from Pennsylvania, United States of America. Thank you. See you next week. If you are having your birthday, happy birthday. You had it last week or last, let's say yesterday, happy belated birthday. You're having it tomorrow, happy birthday. Okay? Thank you and We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Vamos,